Hello, customers and community members. I'm sure you've had many questions surrounding the collapse of Silicon Valley Bank and what that means for your local community bank. And so we wanted just to take the time today to share with you where some things are at. I'm Amber Hellerman, Vice President of Deposit Operations, and joining me is Steve Jennings, the CEO of Minnesota National Bank. Steve, could you just give some quick insight and quick rundown of the collapse that happened with Silicon Valley Bank? Is this a rare occurrence for this industry?
Um, from my understanding of what happened there, Silicon Valley Bank had a niche for tech startup and the tech businesses that are in Silicon Valley, and those businesses are largely funded by venture capitalists. And there was a lot of investment in tech, and as those venture capitalists were funding those tech companies, those tech companies had their deposits at that bank, and their deposits were growing and growing quite a bit year after year. And maybe more recently, the last couple of years, there'd been some backing off of tech investment, and so those tech companies began spending the dollars that they had on deposit there. And as those deposits began shrinking, the bank's loans and other investments weren't decreasing or paying down at the same rate, and there got to be an imbalance on the balance sheet. And as the bank was doing things to correct that, people kind of took notice of that, and some of those companies that they had funded and banked decided to move their deposits to a larger institution. And when that happened, it just got to be more of an imbalance, and the regulators had to step in. And I think that's certainly not a normal occurrence, and it happened quite fast. It really got everyone's attention.
Yeah, I would imagine so. Something like this happening in a 48-hour time span, I'm sure there's, misunderstanding and confusion as to how this could, all happen. But hearing that it's rare is good, and the banking industry is still strong. So, Steve, what makes community banks such as ours so different than the Silicon Valleys?
Well, community banks are different, I believe, because their footprint's smaller, and that allows us to better serve our customers and our communities. Our loans are to community members for homes and businesses, including agriculture, and other needs our communities have. When you walk into a community bank, we know you, you know us, and probably because our kids go to school together, see each other at church or grocery store, other areas, places around town. We're not just acquaintances. It's people that you're more familiar with, certainly not strangers. And we forge relationships, and that's how we do business. It's the right thing to do, and we're here to be your trusted advisors.
Good, good. So, Steve, if you could talk directly to our customers and community members today, what would that message be like?
I just suggest, to call or go into your community bank and just have the conversation like I expect that you've had, just visiting with your banker. You know, we're prepared to have these conversations, and we're in a great spot financially and well capitalized for the future. Be open to forming strong relationship with your community bank, and our team is trained to provide insight if needed and solutions when appropriate, and would continue to be your trusted advisors.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Well, thank you very much, Steve, and everyone else for your time today. I trust that this commentary has helped ease some of the concerns for any of you who have been watching this. As always, feel free to call us directly at 320-352-5211 with any questions. We are happy to serve you.